It's Night of the Podcast.
Welcome to Night of the Podcast, a one-man horror show where I, Brian, talk about all things spooky, creepy, horror, and Halloween related. Now you may be wondering, what movie is Brian going to review today? I'm not going to be reviewing a movie today. I'm just going to be talking to you about horror and Halloween. With that being said, right off the bat, I did some shopping this past weekend, and I went to Ross and Michael's and At Home, which is a store nearby that sells home goods, and TJ Maxx. And I gotta say, Halloween is in full effect. Well, the decorations are, anyways. There were a lot of cool decorations at these stores. I gotta say, I was impressed with the selection that they had. I posted a couple pictures of what I saw on Instagram, which can be seen at XXHalloweenXX. If you want to follow me there, go ahead and take a look. Feel free to like my pictures. I don't mind. And yeah, so I saw some pretty rad decorations, a lot of large blow-ups at the at-home store, skeletons, of course, witches, goblins, ghouls, oh my, the whole, the whole gang cast of characters were on display at these stores, which is pretty rad. I really love going to a store and seeing all the Halloween decorations, being that Halloween is my favorite time of year. So that's awesome, super rad. If you haven't been out to one of those stores yet to check out their decorations, I highly recommend it. With that being said, now I'm going to talk a little bit about horror and the horror that I've seen recently, and mostly in regard to trailers that I've watched. I checked out the trailer for Little Evil, which I believe is a Netflix original with Adam Scott and what's her name? Eva something, Lily, Eva Jan, I don't know her name. That lady from Lost. She's in it. And it's kind of a comedy which is reminiscent to The Omen. There's a little boy, which is Lily's son, and Adam Scott, I guess, is the stepdad. And it's, how did your son, who did you say his dad was again? And she's like, oh, there was this time when I was in my 20s and really crazy, and I was part of a cult, and da 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 da, kicking the cheesy music. It is written by the same guy, or directed by the same guy that did Tucker and Dale, which is an awesome movie. Absolutely love Tucker and Dale. So I have high hopes for this one. It didn't look that great from the trailer, though, so I'm slightly nervous. That's the best word to use. I'm slightly nervous about it. I didn't see the release date on that one, but I believe it's coming out soon. And definitely keep an eye out for that one on Netflix. It's called Little Evil. I also just watched the trailer for The House October Built 2. I'm not excited about it. I mean, why make a sequel to a mediocre movie? I guess it happens all the time. Some people really like The House October Built. I didn't understand the appeal. I still don't get the appeal. I checked it out for myself, I think last year when it was on Netflix. It still might be on Netflix, but I checked it out then and I wasn't impressed. I thought it was a pretty weak story, and this one looks to be even weaker. If you haven't seen the original, The House October Built, I'm going to say real quick, turn the volume down and turn it back up in 10 seconds. So go. Spoiler warning. I don't get how they died at the end of the first one, or at least were buried alive and are now back. Makes absolutely no sense. You can turn your volume back up, or go ahead. So turn it back up. I'm back on. That was the only thing that I don't understand. So if you've seen the trailer for The House October Built 2, what a name. I totally don't get it, and I don't understand why they're doing this whole thing, this haunted house search again. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's that, and I guess there's an audience for it. I'm sure I'll watch it. Why wouldn't I? I don't expect it to be good, so who knows? Maybe I'll be happily surprised. I have been watching a lot of horror movies, mostly bad, some good though. I am going to be reviewing one next week, which is called The Lumberjack Man, or Lumberjack Man, and that is on Showtime right now. So if you haven't seen Lumberjack Man, go ahead and watch it now so you can see what I am talking about. So check that one out if you have some time. I watched that. That was a pretty okay flick. And from there on, I've seen a few movies, most of which I can't even recall at the moment. I didn't write a list down as I should have. But I've been watching Supernatural season 12. Can't believe that show's been on that freaking long. That is a lot of seasons for one show. 12 freaking seasons. So I'm on the third episode right now. I mean, it's kind of more the same thing. Sam and Dean. Dean and Sam, who are you? Are you team Dean or team Sam? I don't know which one I am. If I had to choose, they're both interesting characters. I know some people are Team Crowley. We'll see what happens this season. Again, 12 seasons, it's getting stretched thin. I believe this next one, the 13th season, is going to be the last one. So I look forward to it finally coming to a close. I'm sure a lot of people are upset or sad about it. I'm surprised the show has lasted this long and still has an audience, which is beyond me. I guess I'm only one of the guys that watch it too. I guess understandably so. But if you if you do watch Supernatural and you're really excited about it, let me know what you're excited about when it comes to the final and 13th season. That's all I really have for this episode. I'll be back again next week with my review for Lumberjack Man. And Dr. Rotz will be back, I promise. He wasn't available Friday, so I couldn't shoot his thoughts on Annabelle Creation, but he's going to be back to talk about Lumberjack Man, and he's going to be back to just talk to you and, show himself off, as I'm sure he can't wait to do. So thanks for listening, everyone. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube and be sure to follow the podcast on SoundCloud. You can also like the page on Facebook, which I would appreciate, at Night of the Podcast. And you can also follow me, like I said earlier, on Instagram at XXHalloweenXX. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. And until next time, good night, good fright. Be careful what lurks when you turn out the lights.